Welcome to the 531, where we debate a top 5 list on a particular subject, further discuss it down to a top 3, and then eventually settle on a top 1. Now after this beat, we'll get to today's subject. Dave, how are you doing on this fucking humid afternoon?
Well, we're sweating in your basement again. I love it. Had the fan on. That was nice until I realized it interfered with the sound of the new equipment.
Dude, I wish we were in the basement. It would be a lot cooler.
It's true. It's true.
We're in the upstairs.
Yeah.
It's a nice room, I guess, setup-wise for what we're trying to do, but it is not good for the time of year. Like, we're going to have to get a couple fans.
We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
We're going to have to figure out the heat situation.
No pain, no gain.
You heard us bitch about it last week, but we're done bitching about it this week.
For now.
This week, we're going to bitch about the top 5 people that AEW should sign.
Mm-hmm.
We got a pretty good response on this list this week, I thought.
Oh, yeah. We hustled. We try to get these people all a bunch of fucking lists.
Exactly.
Little beat behind the curtain here. We're struggling, though.
Yeah, this is the first week that we're recording face-to-face in a while.
Yeah.
And still we find the need to kind of stockpile footage.
Yeah.
It never hurts to get...
Joe gets aggressive and incentive, and then we start doing it. Joe's like, hey, baby, you sure you want to come over today?
Yeah, like, oh, shit, we might have overextended ourselves. But somebody who... I mean, it's almost a little debatable whether they've overextended themselves as AEW, because we've got the list this week is the top 5 people AEW should sign.
Yes.
And then next week we'll do the flip side of that question and the top 5 people that AEW should cut.
Now, did you get Scott's new list before because he sent me a new list today and I screenshot?
Oh, I did. I did not write it down.
That's why I got you.
If you want to pull it up on your phone,
I'll do that. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I got you.
Is that the AEW should sign list?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
you want me to start off with his list right now?
Checking that out right now. I'll give you Jake's list. Jake had Minoru Suzuki, Adam Cole, Rusev, EC3, and Jay White. Have you pulled up Scott's new list?
I did, but I'm also... Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure that I got everything he commented on there, too.
I know, AJ damn, that bit will not die.
I know, Joe will not allowed to die. I was gonna make this. I was like, hey, AJ, for you, buddy, 25 years of friendship, I got you. Joe was like, it's only been about a year, motherfucker. This bit's getting big in New Hampshire.
It's getting over. Believe me, I would love to cut it off too, but Jesse in New Hampshire loves it.
Yeah. He loves a lot of things. He
loves it, we can't take it away.
There's a lot of things he loves we don't talk about. We had to edit that interview. Anyway. Okay, so Scott texted me this morning that we were doing this because we found out recently that technically FTR is working on a handshake deal. So if they're working on a handshake deal, he wants to make it clear those are the number 1 people they should sign. So if you haven't heard this yet, FTR talked about this.
No, I listened to the Cornets podcast.
I thought you did.
Beat me to the punch. They are actually on my list. Spoiler alert.
Ooh, shit. All right. We got Rusev, Gallows and Anderson, Jeff Cobb, and AR Fox. And he said if FTR is working us for any reason, and they actually are signed, Matt Cross takes the 5th spot.
That's a solid list.
Damn right it is. So he's one of the fucking best.
That's a list. And some of the similar people on his brother's list. He's got EC3, Rusev, Jacob Fatu, Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Brian Pillman Jr.
It's a good list.
Very good list.
Yeah, I love these some MLW talent, Zach.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it's almost like some of the top people that should be signed are just like a whole nother roster. And it almost gives you the idea for these guys, like, what's the stratification of the levels? Like, is AEW above MLW?
I mean, obviously in terms of TV clearance and recognition and all that stuff. But if you're talking about just strictly talent pool, yeah, maybe, because you got so much talent over there. but boy, MLW's got a really good crop of talent. It's really funny for how much like access they have on TV and how much notoriety they actually have. We're obviously big fans, but it's like almost like a little market enough people don't talk about. And I just think like, wow, like Court Bauer has snuck in this great little roster. Like think of the people you just mentioned: Brian Pillman Jr., second generation wrestler; Davey Boy Smith Jr., the third generation wrestler, right? I don't know, the second. Second. Yeah, Stu Hart was okay, and then
no, he's third generation.
He is third. That's his granddad. Yeah. Thank you. I'm questioning myself here.
I know. We bring it up like, yeah, that's his grandfather on his mom's side. I go, oh wait,
it's hot in this room. Yeah. You got me questioning myself. Getting secondhand weed effects here from Joe's breath. What are we doing?
Yeah, the studio. It's got some residual effects. But Elite Wrestling, they've just got a solid roster. And did you see what I shared at the time of the taping on Facebook yesterday? That they're releasing the Injustice. I did. I shared it. Yeah. And the proceeds are going to the NAACP.
Very cool.
And so we had Barrington Hughes on talking about the Black Lives Matter movement.
Very cool.
So it's a lot going on. It's good to see MLW really being huge in that spot that they have. In fact, this week's anthology is one of their first champions, Satoshi Kojima, which he's more known for his All Japan, New Japan runs. But if you watch that anthology, you're going to see a lot of the good matches Kojima had early on. And they're also going to come in our MLW review coming soon.
I think Jerry Lynn's on one of them they're showing today.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Mike Flynn brought us a list this week. He's got Adam Cole, Chad Gable, tag team of Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik, Tessa Blanchard, and Brian Pillman Jr.
So, spoiler on my list, I didn't put down any guys who are currently in WWE because I didn't think like that, which I'm not saying it's good that he did, because Adam Cole is like the perfect fucking guy. Like, and to me, like, you know, we talk about MLW and all these different things, but personally, like, Adam Cole is one of my favorite guys out there doing it right now.
Yeah.
Like, I love his complete... He's one of the few guys, and maybe it's because he's on the NXT brand, but they haven't fucked up. They've done an excellent job with him. And I do want him to sign to AEW one day. I know a lot of people want that. But actually what I want is I want him to defy the odds. I want him to win the world title on SmackDown and Raw, and then be a bigger deal and go to AEW. I want that guy to make history. I'm that big a fan. I'm that big a believer.
I want to see him go to AEW like 2, 3, 4.
Down the road, whatever it is, after he makes his mark even bigger, and then he's going to make a bigger mark over there. I want this motherfucker. I think he's that good.
And he lands in probably, maybe not like a more stable federation, but definitely more established at that point.
Yeah.
Rather than coming in now and just being like the big champ in a new federation.
Yeah, and I mean,
no offense to Jericho.
And the danger, the danger is that like WWE, when he gets on that main roster, they could fuck him up, especially with his size. But man, he's so talented. I just want the best for him, and I really want him to just...
You don't think he's enough of a Shawn Michaels
I do.
type that
I do.
Like it would flip a switch in McMahon's head, and he would almost give him almost that dedication he had to Michaels back then?
I do. I believe in him, and I think that is the case, but we never know. That's the thing. Yeah, there's always that gamble.
Ball with bigger people. Now, Jesse from New Hampshire, loyal listener, has a list. Hammerstone tops his list. Mance Warner is number 2. JT Dunn is number 3.
That's a good one.
Brian Pillman Jr. is number 4. And Jacob Fatu is number 5.
What was this supposed to be? Was this Jesse, you said?
Jesse from New Hampshire.
My God, I love the JT Dunn on that one there. Nice.
Yeah, that's somebody that should be signed to something bigger that I'm surprised he didn't pop up in my head.
Yeah.
He's definitely a worker that does a lot up here that I'd like to see do more.
Yeah, he could definitely be evolving a lot more different places. Is he dating or married to another wrestler too?
That I'm not sure of.
I'm just wondering. Yeah.
Now, Kenny Color from the Rockin' Randy's Rockin' Wrestling group had
get some color.
Schlack, Matt Tremont, the Briscoes, CM Punk, and Chris Hero.
Interesting. By the way, fun little note, I don't think I actually told you this. This is off there. And hey, it might not work out, but Matt Tremont actually got a hold of me. He might be a future guest.
That would be awesome. Schlack and Matt Tremont definitely fill that Dr. Luther, Jimmy Havoc role of more the deathmatch wrestler. The Briscoes would be good, but I can't see them leaving ROH at this point.
No. They have.
It would be cool to see them somewhere else, but I mean, they're just monsters there, and they're heavy on that division, I would say. And I mean, CM Punk, good chance.
Oh, I mean,
and pop up anywhere.
Yeah.
Zero, obviously that'd be awesome, but don't know how that would work out. Armando Martinez from Rockin' Randy's Rockin' Wrestling Group had Jacob Fatu, Alexander Hammerstone, Richard Holiday, Selena De La Renta, and Myron Reed.
Tell you where my brain went here. Do you remember a manager named Alejandro Estrada?
No,
I didn't think you would. That was kind of time period you were dipping out a little bit. He was the manager of Umaga, and that was kind of his thing. And he like smoked cigars and stuff like that.
Okay.
And funny because this gentleman's name is Armando, and the first guy he picked was Jacob Fatu. So that my head went completely into that direction right there.
I mean, solid list.
Yeah.
All MLW guys. Richard Holiday.
Oh, Richard Holiday.
Former guest.
Yeah.
Just signed a major deal. Hammerstone just signed a major deal. Good to see these guys in there. Now, other loyal listener of the show, Randy, had the North. Tessa Blanchard. Take a shot. If you're playing the working fans.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Randy list without Tessa. But
Mike Bennett is number 3.
Interesting.
Eli Drake is number 4.
Yep.
And then Diamante is number 5. She was the female in the LAX group.
Yes.
In Impact. I'm sure she's done other stuff. That's where I became familiar with her.
Yeah,
Very good worker.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Mike Bennett necessarily going, but I like everybody else on that list. I like the North. I really like the North as a team. I've watched some stuff they did on the Empty Arena Impact stuff. They've been like filming like vignettes and stuff.
Yeah.
And super hilarious, super funny, very entertaining. Love what they're doing.
Eli Drake, big name, but I mean, he's killing it in NWA.
Yeah, Eli's a guy. Now that he has his own show on NWA, really impressing me even more.
AJ, not here in physical body, but here in spirit.
Mind and soul.
Brought us a list that is topped by Matt Cardona, Rusev, Eric Rowan,
Interesting.
The North,
Oh, there you go.
and Rachel Ellering.
Rachel Ellering, interesting pick. I didn't think of her. Nice to see the North get mentioned again. Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder. Definitely somebody that could add something to any promotion. He's a guy that had a great run promoting himself, and WWE really didn't do much with him when he had momentum.
Yeah, we've only seen him as a wrestler really in WWE, and he got over despite the lack of a push that I would almost like to see what he could do outside of that system.
Sure.
Now, my list is next, and there's a couple. Matt Cardona tops the list, and I think he was honestly only on my mind because AJ brought it up, and I'm like, oh, that would be a good pick. Same with Rachel Ellering.
Yeah.
She was somebody I wouldn't have thought of otherwise, but I think AEW's women's division, though it's decent as it is, could use that extra boost.
100%.
Along with her, Deonna Purrazzo. I know she just signed with Impact, but I mean, she would be another female if you added her in. That would make your division that much more wild.
Yeah.
I've got Mance Warner on my list because obviously when I saw it on Jesse's list, I'm like, I wonder what Mance Warner would be like on TNT. He wouldn't quite be like what he's like on MLW, but I think he would still.
I think he'd be entertaining.
And finally on my list, me and Scott must listen to the same podcast around the same time.
Yeah.
Because I ended my list with FTR.
Yeah.
And that was just based on finding out that they are not currently signed to a deal.
Speaking of Scott, he's on our TV screen right now. Yeah, sidebar on that women's division comment about AEW. It's good, but it definitely, I wouldn't put them like WWE, even though they got to work on their booking, they creamed up a lot of the women talent when they did. I mean, there's a lot of women talent there. But I always put them as number 1 for talent. Booking is always we'll see what they have. But number 2,
more than enough bodies, especially when you consider that
when it's broken up by
Santana Garrett is on their roster, but not really used as much. Mercedes Martinez was signed recently, and you haven't seen her much.
I mean, just Charlotte, Bailey, Sasha, Rhea Ripley's coming along. Oh, because of the pandemic, we haven't probably seen her a lot. Toni Storm, so much talent now, but.
Hashtag Tony Storm's ass.
I didn't remember Tony. But I mean, here's the deal. I would even say that like they don't even like as far as the promotion. Like I think Impact Wrestling's female division's a little stronger, just with Tessa, Valkyrie, and now Purrazzo being in there, and then Jessica Havoc,
Sue Young, Jessica Havoc. Back when they had Allie, that was a good mix. You got Kira Hogan.
What's her
Jordan
name?
Graves.
What's her name? Just recently joined too. Longtime independent female.
Kylie Ray.
No, starts with a K though. Kylie Ray's there too. Even more fantastic.
Yeah.
Kimberly. She's on that roster now. Yeah, actually just watched her recently. Yeah.
Wow, they might have the sleeper roster.
They really do. Like it could be arguable. Like I'd have to look at the WWE different brands, but like if you're taking the fact that actually now all those women are separated on different brands, yeah, I might say Impact is killing it.
All right, Dave, we're down to one list that we haven't heard yet.
Oh yeah, that's the main event. Oh yeah. It sounded like Otis actually right there. It didn't sound like Macho, it sounded like Otis. Oh yeah. My little peach.
What do you got with those steaks and shake? Steaks and wings.
All right, I got a couple lists in front of me, so let me pick the right one. All right, AEW, who are you hiring? Now, there's a couple guys I left off this list I feel bad about. One guy, all right, well,
are you starting with your honorable mention?
I'm going to start my honorable mentions here, all right? I'm going to do a little Jake St. John style here. First off, David Starr. I don't know if he would work for them because he's so about being independent, as we know, but he's so talented that if they could sign him, I'd recommend it.
Wow, see, I didn't even think of David Starr just because of how, like, extreme his stance is. Mm-hmm. I don't
see it happening, but he's definitely like a guy just on talent. If we're talking about talent, yeah.
David Starr definitely needs to be somewhere bigger than he is, or does he really? Because I mean, he's been making it over the years, just doing what he's.
He could be a legend doing what he does if we get back to normal. You know, another guy I didn't put on my list that I probably should have was Jacob Fatu. I'm a big believer in Jacob Fatu. So and like I said earlier, Adam Cole, because I wasn't really thinking about WWE talent. I know the rumors are out there, but he's a guy for an honorable mention. So, who I got for my actual list? Number one spot, Hammer. Please don't hurt him. Alex Hammerstone. Love this guy. All right. You know I love MLW talent. So, Davey Boy Smith Jr. also makes my list. All right.
He's a guy that I'm surprised more people haven't gone after, especially given the wrestling legitimacy. Mm-hmm. Like the catch wrestling.
He's got it all. Legitimate, tough, great look. Another guy who I didn't hear make a lot of lists, and maybe because he just symbolifies the NWA, but Nick Aldis. My God, if you can get a hold of Nick Aldis, like Nick Aldis to me, like that built-in feud he has with Cody Rhodes and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Nick's the man to me. He could be a player.
I almost think it is that he's made himself such a centerpiece of that NWA.
Sure.
Like, he is the NWA champion.
100%.
I think how many years ago would you have looked at Nick Aldis and thought like, that's that Impact guy?
Right.
Now it's like, that guy, like
that's the NWA champion.
That feud with Tim Storm really kind of made him in my mind.
Me too. Yeah, I think Tim Storm's a lot better.
Cody, shit.
Yeah. Rounding up my list, Richard Holiday, former guest of the show. Not kissing his ass, but I believe in this guy. And a tie for number 5. That's right, we're going to use the Jake rule all around on this list today. I got Eli Drake, dummy. And you got me. I got to say it. Maybe she's not the most likable person on some rosters, but she's pretty talented. Tessa Blanchard, you're included. I think highly of her. What she does in the ring.
No, when she's making those supposed shit videos.
I mean, I don't know. That's none of my business. All allegedly. All right, that's my list. Who we got as some of the more popular vote getters, Joe? You kept track.
I wrote them all down, but keeping track's a different thing. Adam Cole has a couple. Hammerstone, EC3, Davey Boy Smith, Richard Holiday, Jacob Fatu.
Was Holiday on anybody's list besides me and you?
I actually didn't have him on the list.
You know what's funny? The last time
Armando Martinez did have him.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny? The last time we did our 5-3-1 on themes, we picked Stranglehold, and I was thinking about this when I got back to the house. It like came up like 3 times, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was your list, my list, and AJ's list, which really made me laugh if we go back and do that.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm not even mad about. I feel like, good. we picked the right one.
It's work.
It's the work, bitches.
Of course the work. What are you, fucking more? It's all the work.
All right, let's do this up.
Let's kick around some of the names we've heard.
I like Hammer.
Stone's on a few.
Yeah, we said that at the same time, yeah.
Adam Cole, EC3. Let's put Hammerstone as a definite.
Sure. I mean, if there's no rules on this, Adam Cole definitely should be there too. Why would you not want to sign that guy? Look what he's done with Ring of Honor, NXT, PWG. He's the longest reigning champion in PWG, NXT, and he's the only guy I think who's held the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship 3 times.
Okay.
So
he's on a couple lists. I'm trying to see if anybody made more. Let's put Adam Cole on there.
Okay. Jacob Fatu?
I mean, Jacob Fatu. Let's do a thing. We'll do like a contender spot.
Yeah, sure.
Get into that fun.
Eli Jake? Okay,
Jacob Fatu made it onto a couple. Davey Boy Smith made it onto a couple.
Sure.
And we're gonna have to give it to one of these leads, I think.
Okay. Tessa, was she on multiple lists?
Tessa made as many lists as Rachel Ellering, actually.
I gotta go with Tessa, though. I think she's more the complete package at this point. And it's the stuff you could do with her.
Yeah, she is more the proven
definitely
things.
Let's put the damn Impact World title on her.
So. That's true. Yeah, she's the Impact Heavyweight Champion.
Currently. And that could be...
So, yeah, as of this taping, things can change. So, if we're looking at Jacob Fatu, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Tessa Blanchard...
Who's moving on? You know what? I love me some Fatu, but I'm going to narrow that down to Davey Boy and Tessa because I think
Fatu almost seems like, I don't want to call him a niche interest.
Yeah, like
but
he's a monster.
Yeah,
he's an athletic monster.
Do better in MLW, where like they know how to promote Samoans.
Yeah,
as opposed to.
It's a little unproven.
Yeah,
I agree. I think we got
Davey Boy Smith. You can plug him in anywhere as the son of Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah,
you can promote his legitimate grappling skills.
Here's the thing: either one of these two, Davey or Tessa, usually we vote them on. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, we're bouncing Fatu. So no offense. Now here's the thing about this. Normally we say whoever gets on. Like, I would go, okay, well, we're just going to bounce them out. Either one of these two could win the whole thing for me. Like, I really do believe heavily in both these two. And here's the difference. Sometimes, like they say in MMA fights, styles make matches.
Yeah.
In this particular matchup, when you match these two, I'm taking you back to what you said earlier. You kind of turned me on this. AEW could use a little boost in their women's division. Yeah. So because of that currently, in the current climate, I would put my money on Tessa.
That is tough.
Now...
I would have moved on Davey Boy Smith just because of that pure package. But if you do look at it, if you're going to bring in a second, third generation wrestler, you're going to want them to fill a spot. And almost to jump the gun to next week's list, there's a certain amount of people that, I mean, AEW's got a stacked roster. And as 99.9% of the people that responded to next week's list came up with an actual list. Too soon, apparently.
Spoiler.
But you know what I say, like, you've only got so much room on a roster. You might wanna. Oh yeah, that cat's definitely gonna fuck with that cord. Alright, Thor, quit fucking with the cord.
We're live, folks.
Come on, goddammit! This is all getting recorded. That's what happens when you have a motherfucking kitten in the studio.
About to shoot on this cat.
Yeah. Dave, if you gotta grab a hold, grab a hold. So we got Hammerstone, Adam Cole, and Tessa Blanchard moving on. Sorry, we got in this very important talk about getting that next generation wrestler in and who needs to fit it, and then the fucking cat, third man.
We're gonna go like he's the third man. We got Tessa then moving on.
So it's Tessa versus Hammerstone and Adam Cole.
Ow, baby. You know, here's the thing. So I've already put over how much I love Cole, right? Hammer is a guy, and I said this on prior podcasts. I said it in the Richard Holiday interview. Like, I saw him as the muscle of the dynasty.
Yeah.
And he's evolved into more. He's an all-around entertaining character who can do it all, and he's getting better and better.
Oh, 100%. And I was almost going to bounce Adam Cole before Hammerstone just because Adam Cole's awesome.
Sure.
He's getting better. But, I mean,
it's a matter of
his peak is going to be as high as Hammerstone's could be, just because we haven't seen Hammer's potential yet.
That's where we might agree a little bit on this. Okay,
we watched him grow a little bit, but if he's growing that much, there's more growing that could be done.
Right. But the name of the list, though, is who do we want to sign right now, boy? So, now, that being said, you're right, though, but sometimes you sign people on potential, too, right?
Oh, yeah, and I mean...
Hammer probably comes with a cheaper price tag.
Okay, let's do a little thing first. If you were going to bring Hammer into AEW right now, what would you have him do? Versus, think about it also, what would you bring in Adam Cole to do? And almost make your decision based on...
You know what? Honestly,
more
they'd both be in the
interesting
same spot right now for me, actually. Despite everything. They'd both be feuding with Cody, and one of them would be probably taking that title. After Cody defends it successfully for a little while, that would be the next guy as a TNT champion if I could get him in there.
I see Adam Cole as...
The world champ?
Inner Circle material. Almost ousting Jericho from the group. So you bring him in, he's Jericho's new recruit. Jericho's high on him, he starts boasting about him, and then almost similar, I guess, to what happened with the Bullet Club, where Adam Cole became more or less the leader for a little bit.
Or the Nation, when Rock ousted Farouk.
There you go. Very, very similar idea.
Yeah. Now, actually, it's funny. I thought
bring in Hammerstone. Give me a minute to think about it.
I was going to put Hammer in the Inner Circle. I was going to have him bounce Hager.
Okay.
That's another thought I had.
Why not have Hammerstone be MJF's muscle and almost get a dynasty-like setup with them? Like, my idea would be Hammerstone, Shawn Spears, MJF right now, which means you can cut out Wardlow, because who gives a fuck about Wardlow?
He's a good talent. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, he's not bad, but
Hammer's a better.
People could fill that role,
sure.
And Hammerstone, like we've said, he's more entertaining, so he could be the muscle.
Sure.
But he could also probably play off the jokes a little bit with MJF.
100%.
The humor, not the jokes.
I mean, I could argue that Tessa could take this spot right now, just because what she would mean for the females. At the end of the day, someone's got to go.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at who can we bounce.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, just because it's a little less likely they're going to get him right now anyway. I heard something recently as of today. Adam Cole. We'll bounce Adam Cole because I did hear a rumor that he's most likely actually already signed an extension despite the rumors. So.
Well, I mean, Hammerstone's already signed too.
True.
Signed that.
True.
Yeah, but let's just bounce Adam Cole because of the potential that Hammerstone shows.
So who means more? I mean, right now, again, here's a situation where Tessa would mean more walking in probably for an actual division. But what's Hammer going to mean in the future? As much as I put over what Cole's going to mean in the future of this business.
Yeah, that's true. I think Tessa would make the better immediate impact just because of how
no pun intended.
Ladies, exactly. Just because of how shaky that ladies division is.
Sure.
All right, so this week.
So did we pick Tessa?
We have picked Tessa as a number one.
Welcome, Randy.
We're just going to let you enjoy this beat for a minute and revel in your success.
Yeah, Randy, you did it.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. We're on Twitter at fansworking. The email is workingfanswrestlingpod@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at workingfanswrestling_pod. Facebook, we've got the Dave and AJ page and the Working Fans Podcast group. And as always, take it easy, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.
It's actually more the Dave and AJ Facebook account and the Working Fans page.